So welcome to Improve Your Sketches Part 4. Today we're going to cover ellipses and how important they are to creating the initial base to your car. So what you need to do here is try to do your ellipses kind of like you did your circle with one stroke. Sometimes I know a lot of times that I get in the habit of drawing ellipses and I tend to lay down several lines. But if you can do it with one stroke, it makes it look more confident. So there's a couple methods here that you can try. One of them is the top one that I did, just draw several ellipses, and then drawing ellipses within each other. And then the second row down here, what I tried to do was go from a thin ellipse to, almost a circle at the very end. And then I'm placing another ellipse inside of that, kind of representing a hubcap. In the third row here, I'm going from a real thin ellipse to a more open ellipse, but I'm putting more steps in between. And to do this can be quite challenging to really look at the ellipse next to it and try to make it more open each time. It takes a little practice and exercise to do this. Then I just start drawing ellipses all over. Get comfortable with drawing ellipses, draw them all over the page. Try several different methods to get it right, and just keep practicing it over and over again. Right now I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of how I start out car drawing. It's going to be the base, and I start out with the wheels. So I'm going to make some space here for myself. So what you want to do is you start out with your first ellipse, which is your front tire. And then I draw three wheels in between, and it's that whole exercise I did in the second row and the third row, where you're going to a much thinner ellipse in the back. So you start out with more of a wide open one in the front, and you go to a thinner one towards the back. And then I draw the other side of the ellipse to kind of give some depth to the wheel as if a tire was on it. And then the wheel on the other side of the front wheel closest to you becomes even open wider because of your perspective view that you're looking at. And I cover this a little bit more, and I'm going to include the video with this one and on my post, so you'll be able to watch it. And it's basically drawing wheels on a car. And I'll probably do another tutorial on this later to just go more in depth. So what I'm drawing here, this is your major axis that goes from top to bottom on your ellipse, and it's always the longest distance on your ellipse is your major axis, and which is usually the top and bottom. And then you have your minor axis, which is your axle line, and that usually will be your shortest distance from side to side. So you have your minor axis there, which is your axle line, and now you have your major axis here, which is the longest distance between the top and the bottom. And those two lines are always 90 degrees to each other, so you can tell if your ellipse is off. You saw me draw a little 90-degree mark in the very center of that. So go ahead and take what you learned here and go practice, and come back for the next tutorial coming soon. Thanks for watching.